Grinding's done. Didn't take too long, which is good. But yeah, I got everybody up to 27. Kind of an arbitrary level to stop at, but that's what Terrence was on, so stopped there. Spondage learned Follow Me at one point, which I did not let it learn because it was a shitty move. Basically makes it so that if you're in a double battle, all attacks will hit that Pokemon. I can see that maybe being feasible in certain situations, but not many. So, thank you, small child, for keeping my party constantly healed. And let us move on to a short route followed by more caves. I don't think it's going to be too much of a cave, though. Actually, you know what? Now that I've got everybody at the same level here, let me do a quick stat check and see how everybody's compared. So, I'm mostly interested in speed. So, yeah, Terrence is still the highest. Lugosi not too far behind. With, yeah, Spondage. I'm gonna keep calling it Spondage, and I need to not do that because it's freaking stupid, but Sponge is pretty far behind. I should not be leading with him. This thing has surprisingly good defenses. I didn't expect that. Yeah, it's actually got the best defenses of the team. Okay, then. So, yeah. I mean, it's baby Pokemon. Nothing that you're really going to be too impressed by, but I will have to learn their strengths and weaknesses if I'm going to survive out in the field. Not sure what the field is referring to in this context, but we'll assume it's like a field of pancakes or something. I don't know. Oh, did I get this? No, I didn't. I completely missed that. Okay. Well, now I have a PP up. That'll be useful for when I don't use it. PP ups are those items that I always consider like too good to use. I abused the crap out of them back in blue version when you could just clone them, but I don't know if I've ever really used them since. Maybe like a couple here and there. But anyways. I guess I don't really need my HM minions at the moment. I will at least put... No, that is not what I told you to do. I'll put Cooper back, because I might need Rock Smash or something, so... Don't think I'll need Flash, though. Once again, best song. Alright, so here we've got a double battle, and a small rock, and a Pokeball on a ledge, and some weird microphones sticking out of the ground, and I'm just going to ignore the fact that it described what it was there, because as far as I'm concerned, those are microphones sticking out of the ground. And then that way I can be Peter and be like, hey, from down there, does it look like I'm talking into a bunch of robot penises? Because, you know, Family Guy is super funny. Anyway, here we've got fighting types, which bodes oh so well for my team of 2 normals. But, yeah, I've got confusion, so I don't know why I was being stupid. And, yeah. I'm actually interested here. Confusion's going to be a neutral move, but it's probably going to still be stronger than Astonish. Let us compare after it uses Detect. I swear, when I was training the other day off-screen, I think I ran into, like... I don't know if it was a Meta-type or if it was something else, but there was some Pokemon that used Detect, like, 4 times in a row successfully. It was freaking ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, Confusion is better anyway. Astonish is pretty much a useless move. I have it there just because there's nothing better to replace it with at the moment, but... yeah. Alright, let's, this is a hiker, so he might have some rock types for me to prey upon. Also, he seemed to be, basically trained to constantly follow you no matter where you go. And his name is Kevin, which means that, apparently he was big on YouTube. I think I've mentioned that before, and anybody else who uploads videos has probably run into it, but For some reason, Kevin is always like a recommended tag for videos. I really don't get why. It's weird. Alright, goodbye, multiple Geodudes. I like when hikers just randomly start laughing at stuff. There's the one guy that had like hay fever for 3 years straight in outside of Rock Tunnel in Kanto. Let's go ahead and use Spondage. Again, I don't really have an explanation for that. Like, it's me just being a dipshit and quoting Vine Sauce way more than I need to. Because I remember that being used a few times, and it was stupid and had no context, and therefore made me laugh. Just like, yeah, Eggman, get the sherbet, yeah! Like, there's no reason for that to be funny, but it just is to me. Anyway, can we get lucky with Metronome? Let's find out. No, not really. Alright, so let's get some kind of interesting grass move. It'll be cool. Or we can use Camouflage. Which, if I remember right, is not actually learned by Kecleon, at least not naturally. It's kind of stupid. There is a Reflect type. Oh, here we go. Here's a grass move. Reflect type is a Gen 5 move, I believe, that is learned by Staryu and Mew, and like maybe Latias. I don't remember. It's really stupid. Gen 5 introduced a lot of stupid moves, and Gen 6 kept them coming. One day I just went through the list of moves on Bulbapedia, to see like what weird stuff had been introduced that I didn't know about. And there's just all these weird things like Eerie Impulse and just weird situational shit that I don't know why they introduced it, but they felt the need to, and nobody will ever use those moves. Okay, we've got 4 Metronomes left. What can I get here? Well, after we die, of course. Alright. Oh, okay. Luckily it was stupid. Because I was going to say, I don't think I'll be able to switch after that turn, so... Let's go ahead and swap out. I don't think I've pointed it out either. The standard trainer battle music has that really freaking repetitive part, which... I remember, like... Yeah, right here. It like just kind of keeps going on with that same bit over and over, and it's dumb. That'll just be my contribution to everything. Just it's dumb, or I'll be like the weird, not quite Beavis and Butthead kids from South Park that just go, "That's guy, that's guy." They're the best characters. They probably have names. I don't know what they are, though. So, let's go back and heal. Bit of a unimpressive route here, but... That's the like, are there people over the age of, like, 5 that actually do avoid trainers? Because I know that's, like, a thing with kids, is just to kind of skip through the area and not bother fighting people. I've always felt compelled to do it, though. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess you never really need to fight every single trainer, but I just feel like you probably should for the experience, and because it's part of the game. I don't know. Yay for random starters. Yeah, let's see what weird shit we got. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I never remember if Nightshade does exactly your level, or if it does, like, your level times 1.5, or... I think it's Psywave that does, like, somewhere between half and 1.5 of your level. And it's, like, still random, but it's based on that, and it's, like, fixed damage, but it's not. It's weird. Smelling salt, it's a freaking weird move too. That's the fun with using Metronome, is just seeing what weird moves you get. Can we please get rid of this thing? Thank you. Yes? Is that Sky Attack? I'm not sure what that move is. Anyway, I could switch out, but I'm not going to. And then I paid the price. And then I got paralyzed and didn't get to use possibly Sky Attack. Cool. Alright. So I've got my list of Pokemon teams open off to the side here. Let's see what's next on the list after the last time was Emerald 386. Here is when I moved into the short-lived, actually I don't know if it's short-lived, I think there was like 3 or 4 of these. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, there's at least 3. Basically this period where I decided to just let other people decide my Pokemon teams for me and then just kind of stick with it. That way, like, I would kind of be stuck using stuff that I didn't necessarily want to. So it was somewhat interesting in that regard, but it also meant I ended up using a lot of repeats of things. This first one was another freaking playthrough of Blue, because I didn't do enough of those apparently. The team was recommended by Aisha, who was my first girlfriend. And so the team I have for this one is Venusaur, named Xavier, or just Xavier, I'm not sure how you're supposed to really pronounce that. Ninetales, which was just named Aisha. Electrode, named Iteat-Pocket. I feel like I need to explain this one. It's spelled I-T-E-I-T-P-O-K-E-T. Iteat-Pocket. That was... God, how do I explain this one? Back in Sapphire, like my actual physical copy of it, that was a good fight right there. Back in Sapphire, I didn't want to pick up the Beldum for a long time because I felt that I could eventually soft reset for a shiny. So I left it on the table, and I figured one day I'd go back for it. And I never did actually do it. Like, I didn't get a shiny one, but I decided, like, I think at that point of the game, I kind of knew what natures did, and so I wanted to get one with, like, adamant or whatever a good nature for it would be. And then, like, one day I kind of let Jonah, yeah, it was Jonah, like, kind of mess around with the game, and apparently he found the house with the Beldum in it and picked it up, nicknamed it Iteat-Pocket, and then saved. Now, luckily, he had actually gotten an adamant nature on it, which was what I wanted, so I didn't have to, like, kill him for that, but, I mean, it wouldn't have freaking mattered anyway, but it was just the point. But yeah, named it Iteat-Pocket, which apparently was supposed to be Idiot-Pocket, but he didn't know how to spell that, because he was, like, 4. No, I don't know how old he was, but, I'm sure he was older than 4, but that's not important right now. So yeah, I don't know what the hell that is, but it's a great name. Okay, now I'm curious, because I know this doesn't actually matter, so what happens? If you choose right, you get the Versus Seeker. If you choose left, you get the Versus Seeker. Oh boy. And then you end up getting the other thing anyway, but he lied because... Yeah. Well, I'm certainly not going to use the Versus Seeker. This thing, however, I will. Well, goodbye. Well, time for my life to be controlled by this stupid thing now. Again, I'm not going to constantly do this while playing. Like, if there's something suspicious, I'll probably bust it out, but I don't want to be super annoying with this, so yeah, I'll try to not keep it, like, constantly up. Anyway, besides Electrode, I had Kadabra, which was named Uri Geller, because that's, like, some guy who could apparently bend spoons with his mind that Kadabra was based off of, and then he, like, sued the Pokemon Company, and ever since then they have refused to create a trading card with Kadabra on it, so he's got that going for him. I had a Machoke named Stek, which is just a strange creature from the Bargo the Victip series. It has nothing to do with Machoke. And a Seadra named Rendilmic. Rendilmick. I think that name was also recommended by Aisha. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean. It's a very strange name, and that's all I know. I think this was the playthrough where I also had a Krabby named Orguloso, but I don't remember that for certain, because it wasn't on my team. So, Cyrus, what are you doing here? In a world where only time flowed and space expanded, a Mexican armada showed up with weapons made of tomatoes. So, yeah. He likes to just show up and say stupid things and then leave. And I like to look at rocks. And run into multiple Geodudes. So anyway, that was that team. Next team that was recommended was by a different friend named Liz, and this one was in gold version. The team I had for this game was a Meganium, which was named Liz, because I was original. Dunsparce named Tsuchinoko. Arcanine named a Doge. Not just Doge, a Doge. And keep in mind, this was in 2007, before the Doge meme was a thing, so I was ahead of the game there. A Fearow named Pake, an Octillery named Darwin, and a Jinx named, you guessed it, Aisha, because I liked that name, I guess. I don't know. But, as many of you know, I ended up reusing that game yet again in Fire Red Omega, but that was more as like a callback to this specific one, so yeah. And since I don't really have anything else to say about this route, I will go ahead and say one more team, because I've got the thing open next to me. It is yet another recommended team. This one was for Fire Red 386, which is just what it sounds like, except it was not as good as Emerald 386, because I think it was just kind of put together more shoddily. The main issue was, even though you could catch all the Pokemon, it was coded like... The way that Fire Red and Leaf Green are coded is like, you can't get Johto evolutions from stuff. Like, you can't evolve a Golbat until the post-game. And so, basically, if I had caught any Johto or Hoenn Pokemon, I wouldn't have been able to code... Like, I wouldn't have been able to evolve them because the game didn't allow it. And there is a cheat that could disable this, but I think mine didn't, like, come with it, and I didn't know how to do it, so I was stuck with a team of all Kanto stuff anyway. So for this one, surprisingly, there was no Aisha on this team. I had a Victreebel named Rodriguez, a Vaporeon named Clementine, a Lickitung named $5, because I'm mature, Mr. Mime with the default name Mimian, because you couldn't change it, an Electabuzz named Firewood, and a Rapidash named Frenzy. Now that one was a Harry Potter reference, and it has fire in the name, so I thought that was kind of clever. Now Firewood is a bit of a longer explanation, and I feel like it needs it because I like going into long, unnecessary descriptions of things. There was a fanfic written by Captain Pringle, who was a character in Bargo the Victip as well, but this was the actual Captain Pringle. The fanfic was a parody of basically just the Pokemon anime, and it was called The Adventures of Firewood Ketchup and His Friends Cloudy and Sock, or Teofakafakas for short. And so... God, I'm trying to freaking remember my reasoning for this one. In the... Oh, hi, Ralt. In the anime, there was an episode where, like, an Electabuzz and a Scyther were, like, rivals, and they both hated the color red, and there's like a part at the end of it where the Scyther like cuts open a bottle of ketchup and gets them both angry or something. It was kind of stupid, but because there was an Electabuzz in that episode and there was ketchup involved, I made that mental connection, and then the next logical thing was ketchup. Hey, Firewood ketchup. And so that was it. I have an Electabuzz named Firewood for that specific reason. I could catch this Beaverl, but I'm not going to. Alright. Aroma Lady Hannah. Aroma Lady is like the weirdest trainer class. Not as bad as Man Wayne, but another Dark Void, huh? Okay. Anyway, for those who have not fallen asleep to my various, like, these are the teams I've used stories. Oh, that actually worked out quite well with that facade there. And damn it. But, yeah, for those who have not fallen asleep, you may be pleased to know that the long period of, like, me just playing through a bunch of ROMs for no real reason has finally ended at this point, and the next one in the series will be an actual game. And therefore, I will have more to say about the game itself and the playthrough, rather than just, these are the Pokemon I used. But that will be next time. So let's go ahead and just get these plants and ignore the weird microphone/penis-shaped plant here. And what do we get from this house? Well, then maybe you shouldn't be so obsessed with berries and people will call you something different. Jeez. Okay, maybe he is obsessed with berries then. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to plant any berries at all. Yup, I forgot, just so you can give me a map. I like this just to have the map and... Oh, god damn it, I didn't mean to buy that. Well, they avoided using the word poop, so that's always good. Yeah, I didn't actually want to buy that, so... Let's, go ahead and just use it. Not that I'll be coming back here anyway, but... I will grow... Oran berries, because why not? There we go. Actually, should I water it? I don't think I have the option to. Okay, what is this guy? Is he a trainer, or is he just some random, like, vagabond? I was trying to think of a word that wasn't hobo. I think I succeeded with vagabond. It is an artist, okay. And there is a Pokemon that I may eventually use in this playthrough. Yeah. And here's another Pokemon that I will most likely be using in this playthrough because it's a type that I'd like. I didn't get to see it for very long, though. Alright. We're finally done with random trainers and routes and all that malarkey. Okay. Alright, so... let me go ahead and save state in case I get ambushed or something. Is there an ambush? Yup. Oh, it's just a Banary. Or is it Mokuba? I can never tell the difference. Back into enslavement. Is that how you spell Kiara? It can probably be spelled both ways, because I used a Pokemon named Kiara once, and I'm pretty sure I spelled it I before E. But, anyway. I'm curious to see if this is blocked off. I'm assuming it is. Fuck out the way! Why is it closed? Move. Move away. Move. Move. I need to have strength so I can move them. Poffins. God. The joys of making Poffins in this game. Alright, so anyway. I would like very much to get down there because there's an area that has, like, another 5 baby Pokemon in it. Several of which I could very well use on my team. But no, it's blocked off for no real reason. How about this way? More blockades. You know what? We're best buds here, and we love eggs, so we're just gonna stand in this freaking doorway and tell people about eggs and not move. It'll be awesome. Things that are like eggs, huh? What is this now that are like eggs? Is he talking about, like, execute? You just leave together a Skitty and a Wailord and you just get an execute? Turns out she used it on, like, an Anorith. I don't know why that was the first thing to come to mind. Anyway, here we have kind of a weird thing. This is the only place in the game that doesn't have music, to my knowledge. And we've got a bunch of overly, like, spiritual people. This place is very obviously a church, but if you try to save here, it's called a foreign building. For some reason, I don't know why. But, anyway, this is, kind of an interesting place. It doesn't really do anything at all. But, it's good for just flavor, I suppose. And, this is kind of like the... If you remember back Flow Aroma Town, they said, like, oh, there's this Pokemon that caused all these flowers to grow, and that's Shaman. There's also a part later in the game that directly references Darkrai. This is the part that kind of, I think, is meant to reference Arceus, because you see the glowing light at the top of the mountain, and it's like a church where they're probably worshipping it, but they're not directly saying that. So, I don't know. It's interesting, but... Best thing about that place is if you ever want to do a clean recording of Pokemon cries, you can go in there and you don't have any background music in the way. Anyway, is this the Puffin place? Yes, it is. I'm gonna cook alone because I roll that way. Oh, but I can't because I don't have a Puffin case. God. I am so not gonna do anything with contests, probably. I say probably because I don't want to do anything with contests, and people will be like, oh my god, Beef, why don't you do the contest? And I'll be like, that was me scratching my beard, and then that'll be the end of that conversation. That was a good conversation. I should have that one more often. Hi, random hiker. Okay. God, Amity Square, I forgot about that place. I'll probably be checking that one out next time. What about this place? What are you? Pokemon Fan Club. Is there going to be a guy, like, rambling on about his Rapidash? Oh boy, single word interview. Okay. Your photo is quite appealing, isn't it? May I have your comment? Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna do... Did I do Union last time? I don't know what the hell Union even means. I guess just random multiplayer stuff. Gotta pick something really inappropriate. Well, we already determined that he can shoot rockets out of his head and that kind of stuff, so... Yeah, I don't know. These are stupid. I don't know why it has to be like this. I will just say baby, because it is a baby Pokemon. No, just I. That's it. I'm just gonna go with that. Oh boy, I can't wait to check TV. We met this trainer, and she had this to say about her Budu. I. Okay, can we stop with the stupid Poffins? I do like how you can just eat a biscuit and become more cute, though. There's a pastry, by the way. And here's a mokuba. And yeah, I really don't have any other things to do in this video other than just explore the town, but I figure I'll explore it a bit more, just so I don't have to do it next time, I guess. Shroomish isn't in the... Yeah, that's kind of weird. Shroomish is not in the, Sinnoh. You can get it in the post-game. I think? Yeah, I know... Well, where the hell do you get it? Oh, I think it's in the Safari Zone. Because it's like, I know it's in the game, I just couldn't remember. It's kind of weird that they just have one like that. Usually they're pretty good about, like, being consistent. Well, good to know, once again, that gym leaders are not where they're supposed to be. Also, okay. I was for some reason, I was thinking that was the Versus Recorder that I just got. I usually don't use the Versus Seeker either, and I will explain why in a later video, because there's like a specific part where I'm gonna have to probably end up using it. But, wait, hold on. This place is beautiful, perhaps even too much so. Well, let's ugly the place up. Call in, like, the gang from Splatoon. I don't know. But yeah, I usually don't use the Versus Seeker, but I'm not gonna bother going into it yet. I don't know what your deal is. Game Corner sucks ass. Yeah, it'll be great. Just stick a feather on it and then call it macaroni, because that's what all the cool people are doing nowadays, I guess. I don't understand that nursery rhyme. Is that what you'd call that? Or just like a folk song? I don't know. Okay, so we've got a black belt who lived in the mountains alone for 30 years and came up with special dance moves. Excellent. Oh, and here's, Bebe's kids. Not just Bebe. Have to say Bebe's kids. Oh. I'll take it. I'm just not gonna use it. Well, we got an EV from Bill, apparently. Well, you know what? We've got to name it now. Where's the apostrophe? Sorry, it's necessary. No, not H. There we go. Let's see what's nature of this thing. Turns out it's shiny. No, it is not. Okay. It is docile. And, yep, it's not going to get used because it's not a baby Pokemon. But it'll have it anyway. But yeah, I don't have anything to say about Bebe other than there's also a South Park episode called Bebe's Boobs Destroy Society, which I think is a great name for a thing. Okay, so what's this guy's deal? Oh, oh, shit, okay. Clown Lee, and I'm not surprised by his choice of Pokemon here. Well, let's, get rid of it here. I wasn't expecting a last-minute battle. Well, did I just kill a gay clown? Alright. I think that's going to be the end of this one. I didn't completely explore the town, but I did most of it. I'll finish it up next time, and then we'll get to do Amity Square, and it'll be real super fun, except it probably won't really be that fun at all. And, then... God, I don't want to do the gym. Just end the video right there.